thing you can think of to do with your time?
Well, some people don't know how to relax, but that happens to be one of my gifts, so I take advantage of it.
Oh, I don't know. It seems to me that a young lady who is newly engaged could find a lot to do. Shopping for a trousseau, for example.
The stores are open late. Besides, there's no rush. I haven't even set a date yet.
Yes, I know. I do wish you had given me some advance warning about your intentions.
Well, I didn't mean to keep anything from you, but I only accepted the proposal 24 hours ago.
Still, it was very awkward to come home and have you introduce Derek Mallory as your fiancé.
I don't know why. I've been close to him for a long time.
But recently, the object of your affections has been my nephew, Scarlett Whitney.
Well, he'll get over me.
Raven, I'm sure this is none of my business, but I must admit to some curiosity about what happened to that flourishing romance.
These things happen, you know.
Did you have a falling out with Scarlett? Is that the reason for this sudden engagement?
I did not pick up Derek on the rebound, if that's what you mean.
Still, there must have been something that cooled your relationship.
I was just having fun with Sky. I was never serious about him.
I see.
Sky Whitney thinks he's the playboy of the Western world.
Yes, there are times when it can be somewhat footloose.
Yes, and he certainly isn't marriage material.
I didn't know you were in the market.
Well, I am. I haven't talked to you about it, but I think it's about time I settled down.
Again?
Yes, again. And this time for good. I've just been looking for the right man.
So you've decided it's Derek Mallory?
Mm-hmm. Derek has many good qualities.
Well, I couldn't agree more. I think very highly of it.
Yes, I think this little fling with Sky proved to me how stable Derek is, and so when he asked me to marry him, I said yes.
As I said, Raven, if this is what you really want, then I'm very happy for you.
Thank you. And when we set a date, I'll make sure you're the first to know.
Well, I must be going. Enjoy your day. Assuming there's anything left of it once you're vertical.
I'll talk to you tonight. Yes, Derek is going to want to set a date soon. Skylar Whitney. I wish you were in my bed and not next to it. You better do something. And quick.
When we get back to work, I want to go over that little bit that you're having trouble with earlier.
You know, if it's all the same to you, I'd just as soon leave that step out.
Would you have a little bit more confidence, please? We both know you can do it.
Gavin, I almost broke my neck before tripping all over myself trying to get it right.
That was before.
Good morning.
Well, hello.
And how are we this fine day?
What can I do for you, Sky?
Oh, I thought I would stop by and see how my two most important employees are doing. I expected to see you hard at work by now.
Yeah, well, we've been at it for a couple of hours already. We just thought we'd take a little break.
All right. I imagine you're entitled to it.
If you're thinking of putting in a time clock so we can punch it in out, forget it.
Relax, Gavin. Well, you two are getting along famously, I trust.
Couldn't be better.
You certainly are looking lovely this morning, Jody.
Thank you.
And how does my premiere danseuse look to you, Gavin, professionally speaking?
Well, she hasn't had any supervised workouts in quite some time. She's a little rusty, but we'll get her back in form.
And how does it feel rehearsing for the lead in my new company, Jody?
Wonderful.
You seem a bit ill at ease.
Well, to tell you the truth, Mr. Whitney, Gavin was being very kind when he said I was just rusty. My practice sessions have been terrible with a capital T.
Oh.
Jody's a little nervous. I think the pressure's finally getting to her.
Well, that's to be expected, I would think. Don't worry, Jody. You'll do us proud. You know, Wiley, I'd like to see that opening number that you told me Jody was going to do.
It's time for you to relax, Whitney. We're nowhere near ready for anything like that.
You know, I don't want to come off sounding like some sort of prima donna, but, well, I am still a little shaky, and if you had any thoughts about watching me dance this morning, I wish you'd forget them.
I'm not the big bad wolf, Jody. We are on the same team.
I know that. But your watching me work would, well, make it very hard for me to concentrate all day.
I think we'll be able to accomplish a lot more by ourselves, Sky.
Very well. I'll go. I've got no desire to make you uncomfortable, Jody.
Thank you.
I do hope that you'll come to consider me as more than just your employer. I'd also like for you to think of me as being your friend.
Fine with me.
Yeah, I've always believed that a certain amount of camaraderie improves a working relationship. Don't you agree?
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, I suppose.
Oh, good. Well, we really are going to have to get to know each other a little better. I've got an idea. Why don't we have lunch together today? At the Coach House. 12:30.
I just got the kids some Play-Doh. They love it.
That's because they can do so much with it.
You're the Play-Doh boy.
Right. Kids love to squish it and squash it and roll it. But most of all, kids like Play-Doh because they can make anything they imagine.
I remember you.
I remember you, too.
Play-Doh. How'd you make all this, Mommy?
Oh, I had a little help.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you.
Everyone loves French's, the one and only Sunshine Mustard.
Please don't take my sunshine away. Delicious.
Dr. Bryson will be here in a couple of hours. Look, I'll go get Mrs. Bryson for you, all right? What? You want that magazine? Okay, relax a bit. I'll stay here with you, all right? And I'll read to you. How's that? What are you doing? What? That's Nancy Carr. That's the woman who disappeared. What relax. What are you saying, Doctor? You know something about Nancy? You trying to tell me? You know where she is? What's happened to her? Doctor, relax. Tell me, help me to understand what happened. What are you... Doctor? Dr. Featherstone. Oh, God. Mrs. Bryson. Yeah. Come on in.
Oh, good, it's you. You're a hard man to track down.
Well, Mrs. Bryson asked me to clean up, so I'm cleaning up.
Can you take a few minutes out to talk?
Certainly. Come on in.
Daddy was busy with a patient, so I figured it was a good time to sneak away. I wanted to find out how things were going with Richie Johnson's alter ego, Draper Scott.
Come on now. Don't go saying that too loudly. You're liable to be overheard outside. Come on.
Well, have you gotten any closer to getting Sharky to spill any beans about what really went on between him and Emily?
No, not a thing.
Won't Sharky talk?
Well, the last time I spoke to Sharky was last night when he came in here and interrupted our conversation.
Yes, he did seem a bit surprised at finding us together, didn't he? What a jerk.
Yeah. Considering Sharky's moods, I didn't think it was the best time to pump him for any more information.
That makes sense.
You know, Valerie, I've been thinking. Maybe this whole project, this whole entire mess is just a big waste of time.
But Draper... if Sharky is the father of Emily's baby, that would certainly change things for you and your wife.
Yeah, if maybe I ought to just accept the fact that Emily will always be a part of my life and let it go.
Oh, don't tell me you're going to give up.
Yeah. I'm leaving here tonight, with or without Sharky's confession.
I know how hard that must be for you. But I guess it is practical, since you probably won't be on the hospital staff much longer anyway.
Why? I mean, did you hear something? Is somebody suspicious?
Oh, no, nothing like that. My father hit me with a bombshell this morning. Apparently, the Rexford Clinic is about to close its doors. He's thinking of shutting the place down and moving back to Europe.
Europe?
Oh, well, that's where he had his first practice.
Did he say why he was going?
He mentioned professional pressures. I really don't know. All I know is that I'm sick of Europe, and even if they decide to go back, I'm going to stay right here in the good old US of A.
Well, doesn't it seem strange to you that your father would just pick up and leave like that?
I'm sure he has his reasons.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he has his reasons. But what are they?
When we set out to improve a great laundry detergent, we wanted to keep in powerful cleaners to work on ordinary dirts, powerful cleaners to cut through food stains, powerful cleaners to get out grease and oil. And to make it better, we'd add powerful cleaners to clean collar soil even better than before. So that's what we did. All in the concentrated quarter cup called New Formula Era. A laundry formula so effective, it can clean through. Just watch how Era cleans through collar soil, taco grease, and motor oil. We treat only the top stain with a teaspoon of Era, rub, run under warm water, and look. New Era cleans clean through all 3 layers. That's the kind of cleaning you get with just a little bit of New Era. So if you're still using powders, why not try the power concentrated in Era's little quarter cup? New Formula Era. Power that cleans clean through.
Hey, your folks got a new set of wheels.
Come on. We brought you something.
Puritan oil?
Puritan's part of our diet to fight cholesterol.
And it makes food taste great.
I use corn oil. Puritan has more polyunsaturates than corn oil. It also looks lighter. Tastes lighter.
Delicious. You young folks really know what's cooking.
Puritan, a delicious part of your diet to fight cholesterol.
Well, if you're going to tell me that some of these bandages will soon be coming off, I'll be more than happy. This wrapping is getting mighty uncomfortable as the weather gets warmer.
Oh, I'm afraid those bandages will have to stay on a little longer, Mr. Gideon. I'm sorry.
Then what was this good news you were so anxious to tell me?
Oh, yes. Well, when you leave the Rexford, we all leave.
All the travel plans I've made are for one Bryson.
Oh, no. We'll be going our separate ways. When I close the clinic, my wife and I will return to Europe.
Tell me, how does relocating take care of the threat Mrs. Carr poses? I mean, what happens to her?
Well, she certainly won't be left free to run to the police.
What do you plan to do? Board up this house and leave her inside?
No. She'll be our traveling companion. She's going abroad with us.
And what happens when you get to Europe? I mean, there are plenty of police there as well, you know.
Well, my wife and I will just have to see to it that she's kept out of their sight.
I'm still not sure I care for this plan of yours.
And we will keep it that way until such time as the police forget you even exist.
Well, I don't know if you have that many years left. Monticello Federal Bank isn't about to let the police forget about my unauthorized withdrawals so fast. It's not a sure thing, and I don't know if I'm that much of a gambling man.
Well, I'm not a gambling man either, Mr. Gideon. That's why I'm preparing my travel plans immediately. I don't want any surprises when I reach the continent.
Why are you telling me this? I want to know as little about your plans as possible.
Because the first order on the agenda is a healthy deposit in a foreign bank. Preparations such as these require substantial funding, you know.
I'm beginning to see the light.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to pay your fee, Mr. Gideon. Now. Beth.
Did you really think you could get away with it, Kenneth?
Well...
The charade is over.
What's going on here?
Well, what's got into you, Beth? What are you talking about?
I know all about that deal you worked out with Mrs. Carr.
Mr. Gideon, would you please excuse us?
Well,
I need to speak to my wife in private.
I'm not going anywhere, Bryson.
Mr. Gideon, please. I must speak to my wife alone.
What is this deal you made with Mrs. Carr? This concerns me as much as it does you.
Well, he was going to run away with her. Leave me and run away with her.
Where the devil did you get that idea?
Don't try to deny it, Kenneth.
It's too ridiculous to deny.
What's this all about, Bryson?
Of course, I knew about your infatuation, but to be this stupid?
Look, the woman is trapped in an ungodly situation. I saw no reason why she should be any more miserable than necessary.
It is the idiot behavior of a lovesick, middle-aged man.
I don't have to listen to this.
Why hasn't Mrs. Carr been prepared for surgery?
What?
You heard me. She's scheduled for the OR this morning. Why hasn't she been prepped?
Well, I may change my mind about the operation. I still think the bandages will suffice.
Why? Because you can't bear to put a knife to her face?
Now, look. I don't know what kind of games you're playing around here, and I could care less. But I'm not about to stand for any more nonsense.
All right, Mr. Gideon. My wife and I will work this out.
In my opinion, your wife is right, Doctor. So, unless you do complete the surgery, you won't get 1 red cent from me.
When we eat our shredded wheat, we never leave them whole. We mash them up and bash them up, we smash them in the bowl. We crush them, break them, squash them, squeeze them, twist them in our fist. We grind them into tiny, tasty bits.
Nabisco shredded wheat, big or little, made of 100% natural whole wheat, with no added sugar, no added salt.
They feel so good, they taste so good for breakfast. We love that whole wheat flavor, we love that whole wheat crunch.
Nabisco shredded wheats, the good taste of 100% whole wheat with no added sugar.
Johnny likes his pudding on the second down.
Susie likes her pudding 10 feet off the ground.
Popsicles no good, pudding through and through. It's the one pudding in the world that's popsicle. Good pudding, rich and thick. We kept that homemade taste and then we froze it on a stick. Ginny likes good pudding strolling in the zoo. It's the one pudding in the world that's popsicle too.
Tonight at 7, Fred has a new idea to make money, but it may land him in the poorhouse on Sanford & Son. Then at 8, Montgomery Clift stars in Freud, Channel 48's 8 o'clock movie.
Do you have any brilliant strategy for getting Sharky to open up before quitting time?
Nothing, except asking him more direct questions.
Well, he strikes me as the type who'd be more than happy to tell you how successful he is with women.
Let's think about the things we already know. First of all, Sharky admitted to me that he liked Emily.
Well, that's understandable. She's an attractive female. But what she saw in him, I don't know.
He also said that he feels that he's God's gift to women.
Yes, we all know that, but, you know, the more I think about it, the more I think that Emily might be the more reliable source.
No, I doubt that.
Well, maybe I can get her to talk to me. I told you I wanted to help you if I could.
We've already questioned her. I mean, if she knows anything, she's not talking.
She's a tough nut to crack, too, huh?
Well, we have tried everything.
But she doesn't know me. I mean, sometimes people find it easier to confide in strangers.
I just don't think so.
Well, maybe you've given it your best shot, but I haven't. And Emily Michaels has never met someone like me. So why don't we talk later and compare notes? Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Okay. You don't want to put on the gown? That's fine with me. We're not going to fight. We're not going to fight.
Is the patient ready, Shocky?
She is ready and willing.
Good, good. Time for your operation, Mrs. Carr.
You're going to have to be a great little soldier, Mrs. Carr.
No. Oh, no. Just a little operation. No. Just a little operation.
Real Lemon, the #1 name in lemon products, presents Real Lemons.
I'm Homer H. Lemon from Salt Lake City, Utah, and this is my wife, Genevieve.
We're Real Lemons, and this is Real Lemon lemonade flavor crystals.
Real Lemon is made with a blend of 100% natural lemon flavors, and boy, does it taste great.
There's no artificial color or preservatives either.
So take it from me, Homer Lemon, it's the only one good enough to be called Real Lemon.
From the research of Lederle Laboratories, Centrum, a high-potency vitamin mineral formula from A to Zinc, more complete than any leading brand. Centrum, with A for skin, D for bone, vitamin C, B complex to convert food to energy. Centrum with vitamin E, iron for blood, zinc, and more. 21 essential vitamins and minerals. Introduce your family to Centrum with our bonus offer at your pharmacy. Centrum, nutritional insurance from A to Zinc.
All this week, Channel 48's 8 o'clock movie will feature stories about the lives of...
Yeah, there we go. Listen.